Have you ever wondered how your favorite every connection.
Hi everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone doing today? Hi everyone. I can see the chats. Amazing. Good evening. Good evening. Adebi, Miriam, good evening. Mobisola, Onifade, good evening. Good evening. Welcome everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. How many of us are excited about today's session? How many of us are excited? How many of us are excited about today's session, guys? Yeah, I'm doing great, Nina. I'm doing great. Okay, I can see Okoli Grace says she's fine. Amazing. Amazing. Aha. Good evening, Izegbe Edusi. Adebi Beatrice, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Amazing. Let's keep the energy coming, guys. Let's keep the energy coming. You know, when I saw that we're doing LinkedIn optimization, um, all right. When I saw that we are doing LinkedIn optimization today, I was super excited because I feel like that is one of the most important things that we need to learn when it comes to the social skills, right? And not just social skills. You know, we're learning tech skills, we're learning project management, we're learning digital marketing and all of that. But we also need to learn how to put ourselves out there, right? And that's what we'll be learning today. So I want to see in the comment section what our expectations are for today. What's your expectation, guys? Let me see. Let's see how many people actually thought through this before they joined. Yes, I can see that Oluwaseyi is elated to be in class. Amazing. Let me see the comments coming. Let me see the comment coming. In the meantime, while we're doing this, please follow us on LinkedIn and all our social media platforms. Very important. I can see how to use my LinkedIn profile to attract unique opportunities. Clarity on how to optimize my LinkedIn. Amazing. How to set up my LinkedIn and make the most of it. Amazing. I want to learn how to present my skills to the world. Fantastic. This is really good. Enora Amuta. Yeah, amazing, guys. Amazing. My expectation is to know how to utilize LinkedIn to attract opportunities in my career path. Yes, fantastic. And your last says want to learn how to update my LinkedIn account professionally. Awesome. Oluchi says I want to be able to build a profound LinkedIn profile. Yes, you will learn that and more today. I'm expecting to get all I need to know on optimizing my LinkedIn profile to targeting the right audience. Amazing, 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 amazing. To get to know how things run on LinkedIn. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for your feedback. Now we're going to going to the next session for today before our speaker comes up. We have the amazing Mitchell, who will be telling us more about the Lita project. This is a project and it's a movement. It's not just a project, it's a movement. We are redefining lives actually. And she's going to be telling us more about the Lita project. So if you're excited to hear more about the Lita project, let's say welcome, Mitchell. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction session. Chiamaka is so wonderful. Welcome to every one of us on the call. We are happy to see you around. We are happy to have you around, and we are really excited because we know that this is going to be an impactful session. You are going to leave here with invaluable gems. You are going to learn lots of applicable and practical lessons that you can apply and you can use to scale up your digital career, right? For those of us who part of the latest are watching, we have been the past 1 month we have been training 1,000 females in digital skills, different digital skills, 10 high-end skills that in less than 1 year, 2 years, people are going to be transformed with what they've learned, right? And we are not just doing this, we're not just dishing out digital skills, we're also dishing out career opportunities, sessions like this, something like this session with which that you would, scale up your digital career, right? So I'm just going to speak from the perspective of our partner, Africa Missions Global. This is a outlandish opportunity and outlandish initiative to train 76,000 females in digital skills, right? So I've been doing this for the past 1 month. This initiative is going to commenced on the 19th of August, right? And then we have offered quite a wide range of, extensive curriculum in training digital skills. We had over 50,000 applications, from 113 countries. And we have had, these ladies sit in our classes, take courses from expert facilitators, right? We've offered, high-end quality materials, and we're just trusting that after this cohort, people are going to leave, this session transformed. They are going to have, skills that can convert to market value, right? In the long run and the short run as well. So I want to say a big welcome to every one of us. Those of us who are part or participants of Ladies in Tech Africa, a big welcome to you guys. And, it's lovely to have us here. And for those who are guests, you are absolutely welcome as well. You can just do well to follow us on our LinkedIn page and all our social media channels because you are going to get more information about coming projects that will be beneficial to you and that will transform your life as well. So I'm going to be handing over right about now to our wonderful moderator. She's going to lead us to the next segment of this program. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Amazing. Yeah, for those just joining in, thank you for joining. I'm sure you're going to have an amazing time today. Yes. Aha. Good evening, Patience Daniel. Amazing, amazing. Well done, everyone. Right about now, we're going to be introducing our guest for tonight. Who else is excited? Who else is excited? Oh, sorry about that. Happiness or no her. Guys, I want to see your excitement. I'm not seeing the excitement anymore, guys. Let's see the excitement. Let's see the excitement before we bring up our guest for today. Elizabeth, we're happy to have you too. We're happy to have you too. Yay! We have our guests online. So before she comes up, I'm going to be reading her bio. Jennifer is a success-driven professional with over 3 years of experience in crafting ATS compliant resumes and optimizing LinkedIn profiles. She has assisted more than 100 professionals worldwide, including fresh graduates and early career professionals, in creating compelling resumes and building LinkedIn profiles that attract global recruiters. See that she has a track record. With a keen focus on executives and leadership roles, Jennifer brings a wealth of experience in telling professional stories that capture attention and unlock new opportunities. Her expertise spans multiple industries, and she excels in guiding individuals through career transitions or enhancing their careers of securing a job, chances of securing a job, I mean. Jennifer's personalized approach and practical strategies empower her clients to highlight their strengths and achieve their career goals on the global stage. How many of you want to go global here? We have global women here. How many of you are ready to go global? Because she's about to take us on that journey, guys. So, with a resounding applause, of course, on the comment section, I want to see the comment buzzing. Guys, what's going on here? I want to see the comment buzzing. We will not let her come in until I see energy in the comment section. Yes, Mobisola is excited. Bukola is excited. Yay! Oluchi Jacob is excited. Harriet is excited. Yes. Now let's welcome. Say welcome, Jennifer. Let's put that in the comment section. Say welcome, Jennifer. I can't wait to listen to your session. Aha, now the energy is coming up. I can see. Choma, Juliet, yes, ready to go global. Hey, yay. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Take it away.
All right, thank you so much, Chiamaka. Good evening, everyone. It's so exciting to be here and to see everybody here. I like the energy already. Thank you. So, without wasting, so much time, we'll just go straight into it. We have a lot, like we have a lot to talk about, but I'll just see how, we'll see what we can do with the time we have. So, I'm sure my slide is ready. Um, right, you guys. Yeah, great. Thank you. So, you can just give me the full screen, and then we're going to make it very practical. So, I'm going to be using my profile. I would also use maybe one or two profiles from the audience so that we really understand what we are talking about. So, welcome once again. So, we're talking about LinkedIn optimization for career success. How many of us are ready to have a career success? Please let me just I want to continue seeing the energy in the comment sections, please. Just say, "Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I am ready." I am not seeing that energy, guys. Great. Okay. Okay. So we are actually ready. So let's just dive into it. The next slide. IT guys, we are working together. So please. Great. So thank you. The next slide. Great. So we're talking about LinkedIn optimization for career success. And then you want to ask, okay, why are we looking at LinkedIn? Why not Facebook? Why not Instagram? Why not TikTok? Right? Why LinkedIn? So first of all, 95% of recruiters and hiring managers use LinkedIn to find candidates, right? So that is the reason why LinkedIn is very, very, very important. You just have to be on LinkedIn, right? So also, your profile is your personal brand. You cannot appear anyhow on LinkedIn at all. It's not allowed. So your profile says a lot about you. You need to make sure that everything on your profile speaks well about you. They say dress the way you want to be addressed. It's the same thing that applies on LinkedIn. So if someone comes to your profile, or let's say a recruiter comes to your LinkedIn profile, and then there is no profile picture, there is no banner, there is nothing, it's just your name that the recruiter sees. Imagine imagine what the recruiter will just say, oh, this person is not serious, this person is not ready. And to me, I usually say that people that don't have LinkedIn, their LinkedIn profile, their banner, or most especially their LinkedIn profile, is more like you're a ghost. What are you now doing on the platform? Right? So please, you need to know that your profile is your personal brand. And then opportunity to connect. Yeah, so LinkedIn is an opportunity to connect with global recruiters, especially in tech. So this is about ladies in tech. So that is why that is there to, bring it home. So LinkedIn is an opportunity for you to connect with global recruiters on this space, right? Let's go to the next slide. Great. So key elements of an optimized LinkedIn profile: your profile picture and your banner. So I'll just take it one by one. Profile picture. I already said something about your profile picture, but we'll just go over it again. So your profile photo is a picture, or let me say it's a photo that you choose to show your professional network. So you need to be intentional about your profile picture. You can't just put any picture. No, you cannot just put any picture. In fact, you I recommend that your profile picture should be a studio taken photo. You need to be that intentional. You need to, you know, make up your mind that okay, this week or next week or this particular day, I want to go to the studio and I want to take a professional picture for my LinkedIn. I do that. In fact, I can't even count the number of times I have gone to the studio to take pictures. That's how intentional I am. There is a saying that goes, you are more likely to be remembered by your profile picture than your name. So on LinkedIn, there are many people I don't even remember their name, but when I see their profile picture, I know, oh, okay, I know this person. This is this person. This person talks about this. This person talks about that, and that is how it should be. You need to be on the mind of recruiters first with your decent profile picture. So to have an optimized LinkedIn profile, make sure that you take a high quality image, right, at a photo studio. If you have a good phone, you can also do that, to save cost and all. But the most important thing is the picture should be high quality and very clear. You need to ensure that your face is clearly visible in the picture, right? So I see some profile pictures, some people just put their full picture from head to toe on their profile picture, and I'm wondering why. This is not Instagram, right? So we don't need that. We just need your head shot. Now let me just share my screen so that we have an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, my great. So if you can see my screen, if you can see my LinkedIn profile, just indicate in the comments. Let me see. Let me know if you can see my LinkedIn profile. Okay, 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 great. So, um, from my LinkedIn, let me see if I can bring it up clearly. Okay, so ignore this part that says hiring. It's because I'm hiring, that's why it's there. But the point I'm trying to make is you can see that this is my headshot. It's not a full picture, and it just portrays the right image of me. So imagine that a recruiter comes to, or a hiring manager comes to my profile and is, just sees my profile, sees my picture. The person is more likely to remember or to take me serious. And the person is also more likely to go through the rest of my profile, as opposed to if you just came to my profile and there is no profile picture, or you just see a shabby looking image, you'll be discouraged, right? So please, your profile picture should be you. Do not include anyone in your profile picture, please. I think I've seen a few profile pictures of maybe a family group, a group picture, or classroom. I don't know, some people are just funny. But please, if you don't remember anything after now, please remember that your profile picture should be just you alone, and it should be a headshot photo of you. The next slide talks about your banner, right? Your banner. The banner is a background image that appears at the top of your profile. Your banner is a background image that appears at the top. No, I'm still on the other slide, please. Your banner is a background image that appears at the top of your profile. So I will go back to my LinkedIn profile so that you can understand what I am trying to say. Great. So if you see, let me just highlight it so that you can see it clearly. Great. So this is my LinkedIn banner, right? You should make sure that your LinkedIn banner tells a story about you, or talks about you, or talks about the opportunity you're looking for, the role you want to be hired for. So that is what you should use your LinkedIn banner to do. For me, I am a service provider. So that is why you see my LinkedIn banner talks about what I do. So in in your case, if you're looking for an opportunity, it's okay to make sure that your banner talks about what you want to do, talks about you. It's more like you're advertising yourself using your banner, right? So it's an extension of your profile picture. Now, your profile picture, you just put your face there, you're not saying anything. Now, LinkedIn is saying, okay, we're giving you an opportunity to, tell us more about who you are. And that is why the banner is there. So you can play around with it. Go to Canva, right? If you don't know how to design, there are so many templates on Canva that you can make use of. So make sure that you go to Canva, just search anything, maybe tech banner, or if you are a customer service provider, you can search customer service banner, or just play around with words, and you will see different banners that you can tweak, you can work on, you can edit, and it will add beauty to your LinkedIn profile, because it is very important. So we just go to the next slide, or the next point rather, which is your headline. Your headline. Your headline is a short, it's okay. Yeah, highlight your headline, highlight your skills and industry. So your headline is more like a short description or a short statement that appears under your name within your profile. So for example, if you go to the next slide, please. I wrote out an example for um yeah, those of us in tech, to you please don't copy this. Just this is more like an idea, to give you an idea of what you can do because if everybody uses this, it's not going to be nice. So this is just to give you an idea. Your headline can say tech enthusiast. So that is a keyword. That is a keyword that recruiters will look out for. Oh, I want to hire someone in tech. They just search, and then your profile might pop up because you have this keyword on your profile, right? So you can also say front end developer. That is also a keyword. So depending on you know your skill, depending on your capability, depending on the role you're looking for, right? That is what you should have in your headline. So this example I gave says take tech enthusiast, front end developer, passionate about user experience. You said a lot. You said a lot in in little words. So just take this as an example. This is how you know your headline should be. And also remember, please remember that to differentiate, use the pipe character. The pipe character is this straight line, that I use to differentiate, to separate, each word. Please make sure that you use the pipe character to differentiate or to separate, different titles and keywords. If you look at my LinkedIn profile, okay, let me just see network. Okay, so let's go back to my LinkedIn profile. Let me show you the the pipe character. Okay, so kindly show my LinkedIn profile. Okay, I'm not sure. If you can still hear me, please type in the chat box if you can still hear me. Okay. Oh, okay. So let me just share my screen again. Okay. I think the network. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm sure you can see my screen now. So if you take a look at my headline, you see the pipe character as well. But I used to just, you can play around with it. But the main point, the point I'm trying to make is make sure that you differentiate with this. Some people use star, some people use a lot of things just to make it colorful and beautiful. But I will just say that please make sure, just leave it simple by using the pipe character, and you're good. And then one thing you should also remember is that, the secret to convincing people to actually go through the rest of your LinkedIn profile is your headline. Aside your, profile picture and your banner, your headline is also, you know, it has a lot to do when trying to make people check through your profile and, get interested in going through your profile. So try to make it interesting. Try to make it try to create an everlasting impression, if there's a word like that, right? And so we'll just go to the next thing. The next thing on the slide says, no, yeah, your summary. Great. So it's still your about section. You can say it's your about section or your summary. It's the same thing. So this is another opportunity that LinkedIn has given to you or to us to, you know, tell everyone that this is who we are, right? This is who we are. This is what we do, and this is why, we want this job, or this is why we want to connect with this set of people, or this is your reason for having this the headlines you have, if that makes sense. So it has I think 2,600 characters, I'm not so sure, but you can actually leave it at, if you write up to 500 characters, it's very fine. But just make sure that you introduce yourself and you also talk about your professional journey. I'm not going to okay, if I just look at, let me take you through my summary. My summary is a lot, and that's because I took my time to explain, to talk about what I do, why you need my services. So I'll just run through it. And I also highlighted, the services I provide and a lot of things. So the point I'm trying to make here is you can actually express yourself using your about section. Tell the world who you are, you know, what you do best. You can also talk about your career journey, what you have accomplished, what you have achieved over the years. Make it interesting. You can put it, if you're really good in writing, right? You can make it in a storytelling format. It will also, make attract, you know recruiters, and attract a lot of people to your profile because your profile is interesting to read. So imagine I come to your profile and I see a beautiful profile picture, I see a beautiful banner, and then I see a beautiful headline. What do you think? I want to, I'll be stuck and I want to, know more about you, read more about you. And then I now go to your about section and I'm seeing, I'm reading something very beautiful about you. Imagine I am a recruiter and, you're saying a lot about, I'm a tech recruiter to be specific, and you know, I'm looking to hire someone in the tech space. And then you're saying a lot about, oh, your journey, this is what made you go into tech, or this is why you transitioned from, you know, what you were doing before to what you're doing now, and this is what you hope to achieve in the coming years. This is, I'll be like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is who I'm looking for. And I won't hesitate to send a message. Oh, I am hiring for this role. Are you interested? These are the things that actually get recruiters to send, you know, DMs to job seekers or early professionals looking for, this kind of opportunities. So you hear people say, oh, I didn't apply for this job. Someone reached out to me. A recruiter reached out to me, and some people will wonder, oh, it's magic, it's a lie, it's not possible. The truth is, it is very, very, very possible. All depends on how your profile is, aligned. Okay, so please make sure that you remember this. Make the most use of your about section. Make the most use of it, please. You can also include, another secret you can do is to include statistics, right? Be realistic. If you in your workplace or the other experiences you had something to do with numbers, it's also a good opportunity for you to mention it. It also gives the recruiter an idea of your abilities, right? So please make sure that all these are in check when you're talking about your summary. And then remember to write your summary in the first person because you are talking about yourself. So always write in the first person, right? Some people also say you can write in the third person, but I always prefer you write in the first person. You can change it later. You can always tweak your profile. You can always tweak your profile. But for a start, write in the first person and you'll be very good. The next point we're going to talk about is your experience. Yes, this is another key element of an optimized LinkedIn profile, your experience. The experience section, source information about all your past and current work history. So, no, you can still go back to the slide. Yes, thank you. So, your experience focus on relevant projects and results. Talk about the things that you've done before, your past work history. Make sure it is spelled out. Don't just put, oh, I I worked in so so place. You put the name of the company and then you put the title and then you leave it like that. And you expect, oh, the recruiter should know what you did in that company. It's not correct. It won't sell you. You won't sell yourself that way. So make sure that your experience sections highlight these things. And then another good thing that LinkedIn has done to also help us get um, more visible is the fact that you can include skills. So you can include your top skills, the skills that you use in the job, every job that you list out. Make sure to include your skills there because it will also make your LinkedIn profile visible. These are keywords. Remember, I said when I started that what you're going to use to make your profile visible or make yourself visible is your keywords, is the keywords that you're going to use. Many people search using keywords, and the only way you're going to be found is through these keywords. So make sure you're using the right keywords as relates to the industry that you are looking for, or the industry that you are in at the moment. So we're talking about tech. So make sure that the keywords you use are related to tech. They are tech related keywords because that is the only way that you are going to be found, especially tech recruiters. They look for these keywords. And then let me take it a little further. Even when you apply for jobs, right? These are the things that help you either get screened out or get you to land an interview, right? So please don't play with keywords. And then make sure to add descriptions. Like I just said, that describe everything that you've done, quantify your job experiences as well if it's quantifiable. There are some job experiences that are not quantifiable. You just write it, just write the statements, write your achievements, you write out your accomplishments and leave it at that. But if your job description has a lot of things to do with numbers, please make sure to quantify, those numbers when you're talking about your experience or your experiences. So I think in the next slide, I said something about the summary as well. Right. I said use 3 to 5. Oh, okay. We're done with summary. We're talking about experience. So, but just take note of this for the summary. I didn't mention this when I was talking about that. Use 3 to 5 lines to introduce yourself, share your expertise, and mention what value you bring. So please don't forget that. You can screenshot this so that it helps you when you want to, write about your summary. Uh please go back to the other slide. Let's move. Our time is going very fast. No, no, no. the other slide. We're still talking. I think it's the education. Let me, before we go, I think my screen is still being shared. So let me show you my experience so that of you have an idea of how to quantify. um yeah. So just so if you look at this part of my experience, I did not just write, oh, my job role or my the title, the name of the organization, and the year, and I just left it like that. No, I went further to explain things that I do in this organization, and I also quantified it because they are measurable. So also make sure that this is, you do this in your experience section. List, or if you're listing 5 experiences for 5 places that you've worked, make sure to list out the things that you did, the things that you accomplished, the major tasks, that you completed during your time in those organizations. Please, that is very important. Make sure to share your key achievements. Another thing you can also do is to include pictures, relevant pictures. I think I did that. If you see, let me just give an example. Okay. Yeah. So there is a place. Oh, okay. I think this. Great. So this is an example of what I'm talking about. You can include pictures. It's also good. Put your picture and label it. It also gives you an edge. It makes the recruiter see that you are very intentional about your LinkedIn profile. You're not just putting what's it called? You didn't just throw your experience out there and then you're just putting it, okay, I've put my the job title and I've put the name of the organization and I'm leaving it like that. When you call me for interview, you're going to find out what I did in the organization, right? That is not correct. So make sure that if you have pictures, it's not compulsory. I'm just saying that it helps you, it sells you better. It helps you, it shows more, intentionality, right? So that's that about the experience. Another part of your LinkedIn profile that needs to be optimized is your education section. I don't know if I mentioned that on the slide. You can go to this slide so that um okay, the one before this, please. Okay, so skills and endorsement. Okay, so before we talk about the skills and endorsement, another important section is your education section, and you already know the importance of that. You need to, let everybody know, okay, this is where you schooled, and there's something LinkedIn does. It even, gives you what's it called? Shows you the names of other people that schooled in that same school or that same university to help you network better. So you can also take advantage of that, leverage on it, build your network through that. But the point I'm trying to make is make sure that your education section is filled properly. You can also add a description to it. You know, if you had a first class, you had distinction, you had, a very notable achievement, you have an opportunity to include that, in your description. Put it there. Sell yourself. See, your LinkedIn profile is an opportunity for you to sell yourself. So every opportunity, every section, take advantage of it and sell yourself. Put things that will make you to have an edge over the other person. Okay, so please don't forget this. You take this as an opportunity to sell yourself. Also, when you're talking about your education, make sure to fill the right degree that you have. I see some profiles and I wonder, they just, I don't know, I don't have that example. It will have been okay, but the point I'm trying to make is make sure that you are intentional when you're filling these sections. Please make sure that you are intentional when you're filling this. If you received any award while in school, it's another opportunity to put it there. There is an award section, on your LinkedIn profile, which you can also take advantage of. But if it relates to your school, please also include it in your education section. And also, if you have photos, if you have, you know pictures, sorry, videos, or maybe a presentation or something that relates to what you did in school, always remember that it's an opportunity for you to add it. Include it there. It will also give you an advantage, please. And then let me just move straight to your skills section. Remember when I talked about um, adding your job descriptions in the experience sections? I said make sure to add at least 5 important skills that you used, while you were in the organization you worked for. So when you add those things, so imagine that you worked in 5 places and then you added 5 different skills. Already you have 25 skills already. Automatically, it adds when you get to your skills section, you see that it automatically puts it out there for you. So you can't just add any skill. LinkedIn also gives you suggestions, you know, so that you can see, in case you don't remember some important skills, take advantage of those suggestions that LinkedIn is going to give you. Another secret, or let me say something you should remember when you're adding skills, is look out for jobs. Look out for jobs that how do I put it? For example, if you're looking for a job as a front end developer, right? There are skills that are always attached to those jobs. You can also include them in your profile. It has a way of making you visible as well. Some people are saying I'm breaking up. Please, if you can hear me clearly, let me know. Let me know if you can still hear me clearly or I'm breaking up. Please just indicate if you can hear me clearly. Just indicate. Let me know. Okay, great, great. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Okay, thank you so much. So I was saying that to help you remember the right skills that you can add to your LinkedIn profile, look out for jobs that you want to get hired for. There are always skills attached to those jobs, relevant skills attached to those jobs. Make sure to include. You can check on LinkedIn, just go to jobs. Okay, let's be practical about this so that you can understand me clearly. So on your profile, you will see a place that says jobs. So I'm going to click on jobs, and then there is the search bar. You can search Okay, let me say front end developer. Great. Or is it web developer? Oh, let me just say front end developer, and then you can also put the location. So if you want to work remotely, you put it there. If you're specific about, if you want to work in a particular location, just make sure to include that location when you are making your search. And then let's just pick one. Okay, let me say, okay, so let me pick this front end developer and in Cyprus. So if you see this job role, it has the requirements, and then I'm sure, great. So if you go to the end of the job, you see 10 skills missing on your profile. I don't have anything to do with front end developer. So this is very understandable. So you see, you click on it, and it brings out a lot of skills that are related to, you know, this job title. So you can see, and this is just the easiest way for you to just get skills that are related to your job role or the jobs you're looking for, and you just include it, because recruiters look out for this particular keywords, and then if it is not found on your profile, you will just be floating. Your profile will not be visible, right? So please remember, always remember this. If you don't, if you think you're done exhausting, the skills that you have, and you need more, just look out for jobs, and then you get, skills from there. I think we're done with the skills. If I remember any other thing, I would always, put it out there. The next thing we're going to talk about is endorsement. Okay, no, we'll talk about that later. Let's just continue with the slide. Okay, so I said use keywords recruiters search for in your headline. I already talked about it. Keywords, keywords, keywords. Whenever you are working on your LinkedIn profile, please let your mind be on keywords, because that is how you are going to remain visible. Please engage with industry content, right? So look out for company pages that are related to your industry. Look out for company pages that are related to your industry. Make sure to follow those companies. Make sure to, you know, look out for their posts. Whenever they make posts, comment, make a meaningful comment on that post. It helps you stay visible, because recruiters are going to, you know, I will not say they are roaming to and fro LinkedIn, but that's, that's a better way to put it for you to understand what I'm trying to say. Recruiters are everywhere. So if you have a meaningful comment, or there's a way you say something, and someone will want to, check out your profile, or say, oh yeah, I'm interested in, let me just see, who this person is, right? And then also, you stay relevant, you stay visible to the the important people in that organization, because they are going to always see your comments. They are always going to see your posts. They're going to see what you have written, and it stands you out. So please remember to engage in industry content. You can also make posts that relates to what you want to do, right? So I still want to use the front end developer as an example. If you're a front end developer, there are certain skills, there are certain things that is expected we don't like, for me, I may not know a lot of things in that space. So when you talk about, a few things that a lot of people do not know, first it gives off the vibe that, oh, you know what you are doing, you are an authority in that field, or someone can say, yes, I think this person has enough knowledge in this thing, and I would want to, people are saying they can't hear me clearly again. Please, if you can still hear me, let me know. If you can still hear me, let me know. I'm seeing that. Okay, thank you. So please, I already talked about making posts, commenting on posts, as well as sharing. Also, remember to share when you see something relevant, especially in your industry. Make sure to share, reshare. There are people in your connection that would, take advantage of this. There are people in your connection that might not know those things. So when you share, you are, you know giving other people opportunity to learn from this thing that you're sharing, right? So please make posts as relates to your industry, comment on industry posts, related industry posts, or any other comment, any other person's post that has to do with your industry. It shows that you know what you are doing. Make comments, leave comments, share those posts, build connections with people in your fields. Very, very, very important. Build connections with people in your field. You can't tell um who might be looking for what, and then your profile just comes to mind. Okay, so please do not take this lightly. Build connections with people in your field. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, add projects and certifications to your experience section. I talked about this before. Every relevant information that you have, make sure to include it in your LinkedIn profile, please. Make sure to include it. Only relevant informations that, relates to what you are looking for or what you are doing at the moment. Do not pack, do not just include so many things that are not relevant. Just add things that are relevant to what you're looking for. Any certification that you have that is not relevant to the job you're looking for, please do not add it. Only include relevant certifications in your LinkedIn profile, please. And then I said display tech skills, okay, like Java, Python, the tech skills. And even if you are not a tech person, you are in another field, the skills that relates to those fields. Make sure to include those skills on your profile. Request endorsement from colleagues or mentors. Yes, the easiest way to go about this is to meet your line manager or your boss or your supervisor, or just the places you worked in before. You just meet your manager, or the whoever you think that can give you a recommendation or can endorse your skills. The person knows, oh yeah, you are good at this thing, and so I am confident to endorse these particular skills that you have mentioned. So please make sure to include
ever felt like you were juggling?
Okay, I'm so sorry for the break. It was the network that threw me out, but I'm back, so just continue. The next, can we go to the next slide? IT. Okay, thank you. So, join tech groups and follow companies. I already talked about that. Message connections for opportunities. Please, I need to emphasize this. When you are sending um, out messages to request for opportunities, please make sure to be very professional about it. Do not do not just barge into somebody's DM and then you don't you don't you know you don't greet, or you don't, there's a way you just come into someone's DM and you're like, oh, hi, are there opportunities in your company? I'm looking for so and so role, and it just gives off the vibe of this person is not ready, this person is not serious. So whenever you want to send out a message, maybe to a recruiter, maybe to someone you feel might be able to assist in a way, make sure that you make sure that your message is professional. Take your time to construct the message. Read it to yourself and ask yourself, if you were a recruiter and someone sends this message to you, will you, respond to the person? Right. So when you've done all of this and you see that, oh yeah, you're good to go, then you can go ahead. Attend virtual events to stay visible in the industry. Yeah. So depending on your connection, you are going to see some pop-ups on your notification, button from time to time if there are virtual events in your field. I do not have any at the moment. I would have shown you um I will have shown you some. Let's see if I have. Okay, great. So if you look at my screen, you will see an event. This is a live audio event. So something like this would definitely pop up, you know, in your notification saying, oh, there is this section, there is this event, there is this that relates to your field. And, if you want to attend it, why not? If it's going to be beneficial, make sure to attend, please. And let's just go back to the slide and let me just see how I can wrap this up as quick as possible so that we can take questions. Okay, next slide, please. Updates. Okay, so update your profile regularly. Yes, I said this at the beginning that I do this a lot. In fact, this year alone, I can't remember the number of times I have changed a few things on my LinkedIn profile. I have tweaked, I have corrected, I have added, I have removed. So you should do that. It's not like, oh, maybe today, or you reached out to someone to work on your LinkedIn profile, or you decide to do work on your LinkedIn profile today, and then you feel you can leave it like that in the next or for the next 5 years, 10 years, as long as you have worked on it, it's good to go. No, make sure that you update your profile regularly. You might have maybe a new certification, you need to include it there. You might have, you know, let me say, left the company you're maybe working currently, and you have, a different organization you're working for. Make sure to include it. You might also come up with maybe your summary. You see that, oh, I've thought of a better way of writing, my summary. I think I want to make it look this way. I think I prefer it this way. You can also check out other people's summary. Please feel free to explore. Look at, search, make sure to search. If you are, I'll still use a front end developer, search for profiles of front end developers. Look at how their profile is, structured. Don't just look for, you would, when you see a very structured LinkedIn profile, you will know. So look at it, go through it, look at the banner, the profile picture, the headline, the summary, the education, take clues from there. It will help you. No man is an island. You can't do everything alone. You can't know everything. So you learn. So make sure you use all these things to update your profile regularly. Engage with your network consistently. Yes. So when you see posts that people make, always react to those posts. Make sure you leave relevant comments on those posts. It has a way of making you visible. You don't know, you cannot imagine how these things work. But trust me, if you are looking for opportunities, these are the little things that you just do. You may just do casually. and you don't know, where it's going to take you to. I have a friend that got a job just because of the comment she made on a post. Someone reached out to her, a recruiter reached out to her, and the rest is history. So that's the power of making relevant comments. So always remember to engage properly on posts, and you can also share. Remember to share posts when you see that it is important. Your network will also benefit from it. Please be active, stay authentic, do not copy anybody. You can use other people's profile as you know uh, an opportunity to have an get an idea, yes, but please do not copy anybody's profile. Just look at it, get your idea, and be yourself, be authentic, and showcase your strengths. There are other things I did not include in the slide, but I will just quickly talk about it. No, before that, uh, I will just quickly talk about it. Your LinkedIn URL, that's the link to your LinkedIn profile. I will just make this very practical. This is the link that you can use to invite people to your profile. I see that a lot of people, when I say send me your LinkedIn profile, the link to your LinkedIn profile, I just see a very long write up, and I wonder what's going on. Like you have these numbers and customize your LinkedIn URL. When you want to share your link for people to just check you out, you go to there is this is my please kindly show my screen. I want to thank you. I want to show you how. So you go to this part. If you check the right side of your screen or my screen, as the case may be, you see public profile and URL. There is the pencil icon that you can use to edit. That pencil icon, you click on it. When you click on it, it takes you to another place where you can actually edit your profile. Oh, okay. So I need to. Okay, so let me show you. I think you guys cannot see this part of the screen. Oops. Just let me see. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to show this slide. The next slide. Nope. 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 Okay, great. So please slide I'm trying to share. Please, can you show everyone the slide? I'm sure it's. Can you see my screen? Can you see my LinkedIn profile? Kindly show
ever felt like you were juggling
Okay, so I'm back. I apologize again. The network threw me out. I am so sorry, please. Okay, so I was trying to show you guys how you can edit your profile URL so that it is not unnecessarily long, you know. So I said when you get to the pencil icon by the right side of your screen, you click on it, it takes you to this particular page I am in, and then you see another pencil icon again on the side. You click on it, and then it gives you an opportunity to, you know, write it. So just write your name, your first name and your last name, or your first name and your middle name, whatever, you know, you want. But it eliminates all those numbers that used to be at the end of your URL. If you look down, you will see something like this. The assigned URL cannot be changed. You see these numbers. Most people that do not know that you can edit it have theirs like this. So you come here and then you edit it, make it simple and, you know, very nice and professional, right? So that being said, um, we can go back to. Okay, let me quickly talk about another thing. You see in your profile, there is a featured section. There's a featured section part of your LinkedIn profile. And that is where you can either, you know, share your most impressive work with, you know, us on LinkedIn. If you have um, something that you want us to take note of, you take advantage of your feature sections and, you know, you put it there. For service providers, they, you know, make use of the featured sections a lot because is where, okay, for service providers, sorry, for service providers, they make use of the featured section a lot because that's where they can showcase what they do, their services and all of that. So but if you are a if you are a service provider, you are a job seeker and you want to let people know, for example, you have a book you've written or you have an article you've written, you have the link to the article, you can put it out there. It's an opportunity, for you to sell yourself. So you take advantage of that part. And then if you have any voluntary or volunteering experience, let me put it that way. Okay, I'm trying to take my screen back to the other slide. So just give me a minute. Okay. Volunteering experience, please remember to include it in your profile. It has a way of making you visible and selling you to recruiters, hiring managers, CEOs, or everyone that comes to your profile. It says, "Oh, this is what I have done, and I would like you to see it." Okay, so if you have any volunteering experience, make sure to include it in your LinkedIn profile. If you also have maybe some kind of licenses, please include. Just make sure that you don't leave anything out, any important thing out in your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Um, so I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Um, so if you get to this last slide, please just put out the last slide. Yes, the last slide, please. There is a slide after this. There is a slide after that. There is a last slide. So what it just says basically is be intentional. We need to be intentional about, yeah, you need to be intentional about optimizing your LinkedIn profile. Make sure that every part, every section of your profile is filled. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave any part of your LinkedIn profile to people to start wondering or asking questions. Okay, what about this part? Why is this part not there? Or you start making people to try to connect the dots when you can just do the in order for you to get visible and take advantage of global opportunities that abound on LinkedIn, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is properly optimized, and then look for opportunities. There are jobs in the field that you or the industry that you may be looking for. So the job part of your LinkedIn profile, you make use of it properly. If you're looking for jobs in Nigeria, make sure to include Nigeria in the location so that it streamlines it and gives you jobs only in Nigeria. If you're looking for remote jobs or global opportunities, make sure you include the country that you would like to work in, and then you know you'll be able to get jobs in that field. And I believe that when the right thing is done, you'll be good to go. There are companies also that put out what's it called, opportunities. You can also look out for them and join in. So I'm sure that I have taken my time to exhaust, do the needful. But if you have questions, also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, right? I, sometimes put out some jobs. I have a company page that you can follow. I put out jobs, remote opportunities that you can take advantage of. So make sure to look out for it. And I want to take this opportunity to listen to questions, to take questions. questions. If you have questions as regards to everything I've said so far, please, this is an opportunity for you to ask those questions. Please ask your questions. If you need me to clarify anything, kindly ask questions. Thank you so much, Chiamaka. Thank you so much, uh, the organizers of this. I am so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you, and
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for such a wholesome conversation. Honestly, it was really detailed. I like that you really took us through the nitty gritties, you know. And I think one thing that I kept hearing from you is intentionality. So you can't be on LinkedIn and not be intentional, right? You have to be intentional. Um, thank you for your time. Uh, so please, if you have questions, please start dropping your questions. Start dropping your questions on the chat. Start dropping your questions on the chat. Yes. Okay. I think there's a question here. Abiola Abiola Sanusi says, what am I to impute in the achievement experience section as someone that's just starting out? I was actually going to ask that too. For someone who is just starting out, what can they do? What can they do? Uh, did you get that? Did you get that question? Abisola Sanusi
Okay,
asked,
yes, I got the question.
all right,
So,
all right.
yeah, can you hear me?
Clearly, clearly,
Can you hear me? Okay, great.
clearly.
So I saw that question, Abiola. What am I to impute in the achievement or experience section as someone that's just starting out? So if you're just starting out, I believe you have had a previous experience before now. For example, while you were in school, I'm sure you had the IT experience. So that is a very good place to put that. That is an experience that should not be neglected, right? And then if you have done your NYSC, it's an experience. I'm sure you served somewhere, maybe in a school, maybe in an organization. That is where you can add that. It doesn't have to be so many, but just these little things. If you have maybe um what's it called, you volunteered for something in an organization, it's an experience that should not be taken with levity. Put it there. Take advantage of all these small small things. It doesn't have to be so many, but these little things are what you can use you know in your experience section. And then as you grow, you can always continue to add them. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, thank you. We have another question here from Peace Julius. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can.
Okay, she says, please, is it appropriate to put out something you did not do? Like you said, don't leave some places blank. For instance, is it appropriate to put out an award you did not achieve? I think the answer is quite obvious, but you can speak to that.
The answer is no, please. Yeah, you shouldn't put out an achievement that you do not have, an award that you did not have. That's you lying. I did not say you should lie, please, because if you're reached out to by a recruiter based on that, you're going to explain and you explain and explain and explain. So please do not lie. If you do not have, it's not compulsory to put that you have an award. If you don't have any, please leave it. It's not compulsory. I am just saying that if you have please put. If you don't, please leave it. It's fine.
Amazing. Thank you for that. Aaron is asking, she said, please, what if you just came out from school and you don't have any work experience? Right. So I want to tie that to another question so I answer them together. Susan is asking, she said, if I have experience from a different field and I'm just starting
Mhm.
out in tech, can I include my previous experience? So just help answer those two questions.
Okay. So the first questions, I believe I already answered it by telling you that you, even if you just came out from school, you had an IT experience. You, okay, you probably may not have served, but the IT part of it, please, include it. It's important. And then, if I talk to you one on one, I'm sure I'll ask you questions that will make you remember some little things that you have done. For example, let me use myself as an example. While I was in school, I used to solve assignments and all of that for for people. That is an experience. So if I was just starting out and I don't have the experience sort of that you're talking about, and I'm looking for something to write, that is an experience. The only thing is you have to think of how to craft it well, write it out in maybe 2 3 bullet points that make sense. Do you understand? And then to the second question, if you have other experiences and or you're from another field trying to transition, you can also include it. It gives the recruiter or it gives anybody an idea. It lets the person know that, oh, this is where you're coming from and this is what you want to do now. So it's also important. It shouldn't be neglected. I hope that answered your question.
Thank you. It does answer that question. I hope
Thank
that
you.
the person feels same way too. So there's another question here from Oyindamola. She's saying, how can you have two different profiles considering you are looking at a career switch if it can be made? So I think I've seen a couple of questions like this. I think what they are really asking is for people who are trying to like maybe switch, like you said, transition into a different career, how can they merge all of these two experiences together, especially if they're like two different careers? I don't know if you understand what I mean. So
Yeah.
how do you think these people can optimize their LinkedIn profile?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you cannot have Oyinda Mola, to answer your question, directly, you cannot have two different profiles. No, you can only have one LinkedIn profile. So what you can do is if you have two different career path, right? There is one that so page of your summary section, your about section. That is where you talk about it. That's why I said your summary section is the place where you give, an interesting detail about where you're coming from and what you want to do. So when you write it very well, oh, this is what I have been doing before, this is what I want to do now, this is the reason why I'm transitioning. It gives whoever that is, reading your profile an understanding of where you're coming from and where you are going to. Do you understand? So that's the best way you can go about it. You don't need to have two different profiles. Just explain it and then you're good to go.
Amazing. I think what I'm just hearing from what you're saying is storytelling. How, like, are you able to really tell your story? Are you able to um, explain it in such a way that people can understand? Just really sharing your journey. I think you mentioned that part of what we should share,
Exactly.
on our LinkedIn is, things related to our career, but also, our journey, like how we progressing. Oh, I was once in web development. Now I'm transitioning into project management. This is how my journey has been. I'm looking forward to learning, and for opportunities, stuff like that. So amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Shade says, thank you for the eye-opening training, very practical, interesting, and applicable. So she's asking if certification obtained from LinkedIn premium courses is recognized. Yes.
Very 100% recognized. please. So you have an edge. If you have certification from LinkedIn, please be proud of it. Put it there, please.
Amazing. Thank you. Carol Ike is saying, so how do I merge a scientific career and a creative one on my LinkedIn profile? Again, like what she already said, it's about storytelling. Share your journey, use storytelling. I think maybe one of the things we can do is to really learn how we can really tell our stories. It's all about communication, being able to communicate properly. Yeah. There's this question from Temi Dayo Adeyemo. She says, please, Ma, what did you say about using premium on LinkedIn? Okay, she didn't hear that. As she was just talking about doing courses, because very important, you can take courses on LinkedIn and it's 100% recognized. So if you have more questions, please keep it coming. While we do that, please, if you're not following us on LinkedIn, we encourage you to do that as well. Then also for the Lita students here and everyone, actually, please fill in the attendance. It's very important that you do. It's compulsory for the Lita students. Please ensure that you fill out the attendance. The link to that will be dropped in the comments section, right? So if you have more questions, please let me know. Okay. So maybe you should just speak to this, and this will be our last question
Yeah,
for.
okay. I saw a question.
Yes, yes. Is it the gain visibility? How to gain visibility on LinkedIn?
No, no, no. The premium. I want to quickly say something.
Okay,
I
okay.
think I saw another question, that relates to that. So,
All right.
a couple of people have asked if they should go premium, right? I would say for starters, it's not necessary. It's not important. You don't need to start spending money, to get a premium when you can just do the basics and still get the results, right? So the premium actually has its advantage, but I would say, or I would advise, as
Mhm.
you're just starting out, understand the platform very well before you now go premium. Okay. So I hope that answers, the questions
Mhm.
that have been asked.
Yeah, so I think just in summary now, summarizing everything that we've learned today, and thank you again for such um, um, insightful session. It was really practical, and you touched, a lot of things. So this question here is saying, how do you gain visibility on LinkedIn? So just give us your final words and just wrap that up. How do you gain visibility on LinkedIn? What can people do?
Okay. So this is the basics of everything I've been saying. I talked about keywords. Please always remember keywords, keywords. So whenever you're writing your um, LinkedIn, your headline,
Mhm.
your summary, your experience, make use of keywords. This is the only way that you will be visible. Your profile will get seen because many people, look out for profiles with these keywords. So that is how you're going to get visible. Another way for you to, gain visibility on LinkedIn is to make posts. Don't be, don't just stay and say, oh, I'm looking for a job. So I'll just come to the job part of it and then I'll be applying and applying and I know and they'll see my profile. No, please make posts from time to time. You can just pick a day. It might not be every day of the week. It might be once in a week. It might be two times in a week. It might be, whichever number of days you're comfortable with. Make posts, talk about what you know, right? And also engage on other people's posts. It has a way of making you
Yeah.
visible. Engage on, people's posts. If you see something that someone says and it's very important, make sure to share that post. You can't tell who you will be helping. Okay, so please, these are the little things you can do that would help you gain visibility on LinkedIn.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. It's just reiterating everything that you said, it's all about being intentional, have a high quality image. You mentioned that's very important, sell yourself, sell yourself. Don't be shy, right? Um, what else did she say? Let's put some of those in the comment section. What are the few things that stood out for you from this session? Let's see that in the comment section. Let's see. I think for me, it's really just about being intentional. You know, everything she said talked about a purpose, like we are going to LinkedIn with a purpose and are saying, okay, and also being very strategic, right? She talked about following people in your field. You know, you want to set up your profile, maybe in HR or whatever. Okay, can I look at people in that field? How did they structure their own profile? What can I adopt from their own? You know, stuff like that, right? She said we share meaningful posts, make meaningful comments, make posts related to your industry or what you are doing in the moment, right? There's room for improvement, be intentional. Yeah, she talked about us constantly going back to improve, you know. It may not be all perfect at the beginning, but as we go, we would learn, you know, and begin to put all of those things to practice. Yes, amazing. So let me see, guys. Let me see. Yes, the attendance is currently in the chat. Please let's fill that. If you're not following us on LinkedIn, please do that. Follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, and all our social media platforms. So it's a wrap for tonight. We really want to appreciate Jennifer for such a powerful conversation. Honestly, we are absolutely grateful for that. Thank you so much for being very practical, for sharing, you know, in depth. You were patient, carefully taking it one after the other, and Incubator Hub appreciates you for that. So please, guys, let's give, you know, Miss Jennifer some appreciation in the chat box. I know we are all trying to fill out the attendance. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Thank you for staying. I'm sure that you gain one or two things and you would apply everything that you've learned. You know, like she said, start from where you are, right? Some of the things that you've learned, what can I implement today? Maybe you can start by changing your profile picture. You can sit down and saying, this new week that's coming, I want to work on my profile. What do I need to do? You know, you need to make some research. You need to check other people's profile. What are they doing? Maybe you are into project management, you're into becoming a virtual assistant or any of those things, you know, sit down and say, what can I do? Just pick one action point, two, three, four. It can be five, it can be more. What can I do in this coming week that would help me, you know, improve my LinkedIn visibility? And I'm very sure that when we do all of this and we keep learning and evolving, we'll attract more opportunities. So thank you everyone for your time. Have an amazing, 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 amazing weekend.
Ever wondered how your favorite um, a means to get a practical experience. You'll be working on real life projects that is going to be beneficial to your career growth. Let's create amazing products together. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms.